Welcome to another episode of Suddenly Single. Tonight, we've invited one of our earliest guests, former TOWIE star James Lock. He has completely reinvented himself. He's been spending a lot of time in Dubai. He's gone on a long journey and he's here to talk about life and love again. So, James, let's start with your love life.
I just wanna get out of here.
I mean, there have been a few stories in the papers that you and Yaz are back together.
Me and Yaz are just friends.
Okay.
You know, that's being completely honest. There's no smoke and mirrors.
Yeah.
With me and Yaz is always a tricky one because you'll never know for certain, but had I not been in the life that I'm in terms of with the TV side of things, potentially me and Yaz could have been together. I feel like the strain of being in the limelight put a lot of pressure on me and Yaz, you know. And some people, I know Yaz won't mind me saying this, some people can adapt to certain things in terms of TV better than others.
Yeah.
TV's not for everyone, you know, especially that type of show in terms of TOWIE. It's not for everyone because what people forget is that TOWIE is scripted reality. So it says at the beginning of every episode, some of the relationships are real, but some of the scenarios are set up for entertainment. So people forget that.
Yeah.
You know, we can't just switch off because we're real people. And Yazmin is very similar to me. Like me and her, you know, she's a female version of me. We are very, very similar in personalities. And we both, you know, as much as we can be the life and soul of the party, we can also, we're quite reactive and we can shut the party down.
Okay.
You know?
Okay.
I like to think I've calmed down, I've mellowed.
Well, you're 38 now, aren't you?
38, I know.
Yes, coming up to another big decade, James Lock.
I know.
And but to me, your generation of TOWIE, the first set really, Arg, Chloe Sims and everything, you are the really famous ones to me anyway. How many of them do you keep in touch with still?
Arg and Chloe. You know,
Arg,
a lot of them I do. I spoke to Elliot again the other day as well, Dan Osborne. No, again, no disrespect to the show now. You know, I love TOWIE.
Yeah.
TOWIE gave me the life, gave me the platform and the life. I wouldn't be here today if it wasn't for TOWIE. I'm very appreciative of that. You know, as much as there's been bad, there's been good as well. And I like to think there's more good and it's gave me a lot of opportunity. But back in the day, it goes without saying, for me, that is still the golden years, the golden cast. That is still the best cast, the best TOWIE. And they can't, even the producers now, they say, oh no, we feel like we've got a good cast now. Look, that the golden years, we all know, you know, the GC, Archie's, even Fern's, Danielle's, Yazmin's, obviously myself, Peter, Mallet, Georgia, like there's so many. That era it was great TV.
What would you say was your worst moment on TOWIE?
My worst moment on TOWIE, actually on the show.
Yeah. What you know? I mean, towards the end, you were, because you told me you were thinking, I'm coming into my 30s. I just don't know how much longer I want to put my life.
Yeah, they could
out
tell
there.
I didn't want to be there. They could tell towards the end, and when they was trying to push me into relationships, and I didn't want to do them relationships.
Yeah.
I didn't want to, you know, all the other stuff. You got to remember, Danielle, Yaz was actually my girlfriends.
Yeah.
You know, I actually met them off the show and brought them on. It was real relationships.
Do you think one of the reasons you didn't watch yourself was you've spoken quite openly about body dysmorphia? Because you're an extremely good-looking guy, but you don't think that, do you?
Do you know what it is? It's not that I don't think that. I just find fault in myself. I will just always find fault in myself. I think a lot more men have got this than they admit have got it. And even whether you're gay or straight, because you know, you got the very much now how we're moving. It's like the metrosexual guys. Guys are taking a lot more care of themselves. Now, if they're not body conscious, then why are you doing that? Do you know what I'm saying?
Okay.
It's a different era. They try and say, no, they're not. But they are. Because it's one thing keeping fit, then there's other thing looking aesthetic. Do you know what I'm saying? Or whether they're getting hair transplants or they're getting plastic surgery.
Yeah.
If they're not, they don't like to admit it, but they are getting Botox, you know, fillers.
Yeah.
Whatever they're getting, going for sunbeds.
Yeah.
Well, if you don't care, why are you doing that then? So you've got the same thing, which is body dysmorphia. Oh, I feel I look a bit white. Well, you feel like it's a problem because you're not brown. So then you're going to get a sunbed. So that's body dysmorphia. You know, it's not extreme. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? I'm not saying, see with me, I wouldn't say I've got it extreme where I can't leave the house. But see, sometimes when I had to do photo shoots,
Hmm.
and even like now, I've got my fitness business, Lockie Fitness.
Yeah.
I've got gym equipment. And, you know, I have to go and do a shoot for that very soon. And then people will be like, look, you're in shape, but I'm not in the shape that I feel comfortable with to do a shoot topless.
There were some rumours which we're going to put straight that you had gone into OnlyFans. And you nearly did, didn't you?
No, I nearly did. I got offered, I nearly sold my soul. There's nothing wrong. If you want to do OnlyFans, fair
Yeah.
play. Yeah, I'm not going to sit here and slag off OnlyFans, but it's not for me. You know, I had an agent around me who talked me into it nearly. And because I've got a big female following and a big gay following, and they nearly talked me into it.
There's a lot of money to be made on that
I got
site,
offered
right?
a bit. I got offered a lot of money to sign up.
Yeah.
I could have made a lot of money with it, but it wasn't for me. I didn't want to sell my soul to it because it wasn't for me, and I wouldn't be able to sleep at night doing it because that's just not me as a person. Like I said, each to their own. On top of that, I've got other ambitions, you know, and it would have affected other businesses. So the fitness business, like that in itself, generates a decent money. I didn't need to go in to that, you know, with the home gym stuff, and the home gym stuff's going to go into other things in terms of supplements. It's going to go into gym clothing. There's other ways, other avenues. It's not like I was short of options.
Yeah.
You know, it got to a point where sometimes you're thinking too much about the money and you're getting greedy. I felt like I was being a little bit greedy. So I didn't do it. I stepped away. I've been doing acting classes with Jack Ryder, Jamie for EastEnders, for anyone who used to watch EastEnders back in the day.
Yeah, you'd be good in EastEnders. I know you said
Yeah.
you didn't fancy a soap, but I think you'd be quite good in EastEnders.
All it is, look, it's not I
We've
don't
got a
fancy
magazine called Inside Soap here.
Inside Soap.
Yeah.
Well, listen, what it is, I don't want to be typecast. I feel like I was typecast on TOWIE.
Lots
And it
of
scares
people
me.
left.
Yeah,
You know,
it just scares
Catherine
me.
Tildesley was a barmaid at one point, wasn't she? She's
Well, Danny
massive.
Dyer and people like that.
Danny Dyer.
Craig Fairbrass. Like,
Hasn't done them any
Yeah.
harm.
No, it's people like that. If you could,
Yeah.
right, I'd happily do it. It's, you know, I've watched EastEnders when I was a boy. I'd happily do it, but I just wouldn't want to be on it for too long, you know, and become part of the furniture, because I felt like I'd done that with TOWIE a little bit.
Yeah.
And people call me Lockie from TOWIE. I'm not Lockie from TOWIE. My name is James Lock, but yeah, the nickname is Lockie.
Yeah.
So I just don't want to be typecast.
So
for
was
things.
that why you went to Dubai? Because you've been in Dubai for quite a while. You've only
Yeah.
recently come back, haven't you?
Yeah, so I went to Dubai. I got to a point where, look, after doing 10 years of TOWIE,
Yeah.
even though I like to think I'm a strong character,
Yeah.
but I had a bit of a wobble. Whether being on that sort of show for that long,
Yeah.
not blaming anyone for anything, but
Yeah.
it's a lot. It's a lot. And I had a bit of a wobble, and then I made a few bad choices with certain shows that I probably shouldn't have done. TOWIE wasn't very happy with that anyway. And then I wasn't really happy on TOWIE at the point, because I wasn't happy within myself, and I didn't know in what direction to go. You know, now you're at a crossroads.
Yeah,
you know,
yeah, yeah.
I think I was
Been
35
there many
then.
times, James.
Yes, well, no, but it happens. But it's nothing wrong with that, because you're human.
Yeah.
And, you know, all successful people like
Yeah.
yourself, you're always going to have a little bit of self-doubt, you know, and you're always going to have, it's sometimes when you got a lot of, when you're in a position of power
Yeah.
or a position of influence, sometimes you do have a wobble, or you do self-doubt, and you come to a crossroads and you don't know which way to go. And because you're in a position of power, no one can really influence you,
Yeah.
you know, and
Well,
sometimes,
you had to make the decision to
Yeah.
take the money or not take the money.
of course,
And,
and
you
then I
made the
did
decision
nearly do
not
it.
to.
Yeah, I did nearly do it. I'm not going to
Which
lie.
I think is really honourable.
Yeah, and I stepped away. I don't think they appreciate it, but it is what
Well.
it is. Ultimately, it's all right to be selfish sometimes. You know, it's your life.
Yeah.
You've got to make your own decisions. You can't keep everyone happy. But I think now, looking back, I made the right decision.
Yeah.
You know, I've not always made the right decisions in life, but I made the right decision. Then after that, I took a break from TV, stepped away, went out to Dubai.
Yeah.
You know, out there, you know, no one as
Yeah.
such, gave me time to, you know, regroup in a
Yeah.
sense that get myself back mentally and physically to where I my best, if you like. But
Room for a girl?
at the minute, I don't think there is room for a girl.
Really?
at the
No?
minute. No, I don't think there is, because do you know what I'm saying? I tried to see someone a little while ago and recently, but they will say, like, I'll try to explain to them that I've got a lot going on at the minute. You know,
Can't
because
see
I've
you for a
got
couple of weeks or whatever.
no, it's not that I can't see them, but I've got a lot going on at the minute,
Okay.
and it's not that I can't see them as such, but they're talking about going on the holidays here or doing this. I'm like, I can't just go away. I've got the acting. Well, the acting's been shelved a little bit,
Mm-hmm.
but I'm back here now in the new year. I've just signed with a new agent, so in the new year, you're going to see more me. You know, in terms of the acting and the TV stuff.
Okay.
That things will be happening with that. The gym equipment, I've got a new drop happening with that. So, like I said to you, just in time for Christmas and then moving into the new year. That's just gonna, there'll be different avenues with that. I've got a tequila business as well.
Oh.
So I've got my tequila, which is
Are you selling James Lock tequila?
I've got Syrah. It's called Syrah, which actually means
You didn't
lock in
bring it.
Spanish. Well, I didn't think this was the same. It'd be dangerous around me and you anyway. We will make it home, wouldn't we?
Well, we wouldn't. We'd just have slammers all night.
Yeah, exactly.
So when it comes to girls, though, do you have a type? Because I definitely do not. The only thing that I absolutely love, and I love it in women as well, is humour. I think Gemma Collins, she just cracks me
She's a
up.
character, but I like that as well. I like a character.
It's like,
Yeah. But
being around big characters is fun.
it is fun, but sometimes when there's two big characters in the room, it's difficult.
You reckon?
It's difficult. Well, when you're on the cast of TOWIE and there's loads of big characters, that's a problem. How the producers used to deal with us.
Yeah, who was the biggest one out? Because at certain times you were all massive.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
Even Arg used to kick off, and I
Yeah, we
I
had
went
Arg.
to watch him
right?
sing one night.
Mm.
Which was
How was that?
lovely. It was great. It was bizarre. It was at Pizza Hut.
He sang at Pizza Hut.
He sung at Pizza Hut, Leicester Square, but via Pizza Hut, they asked him to do it. He didn't just get up and sing.
No, of course,
Yeah. It was when he was on TOWIE.
He's popular. Like he's actually really popular.
And
he's a big character. I spoke to Arj today because he's asking me, like, obviously my friends, like I said, I'm not PTing, but see if my friends want advice in terms of supplements. He's asking me about what supplements I take and other bits and pieces. So he asked me, I got actually called him back. He just reminded me.
He's lost a lot of weight, hasn't he?
He's lost a lot of weight, but now he wants to tone up.
Yeah.
He wants to tone up. He wants to get more of a masculine shape, if you like. So I'm going to help him out with that. But he's based in Marbella at the minute.
Oh, is he?
But he's in good spirits. He's had a lot go on himself, but he's in good spirits. Him and the Arg band are thriving. They're still taking loads of bookings.
I bet they
are.
Yeah,
so good luck to him. Good luck to him.
If I want to listen to him again, I've got to go to Marbella.
Well, no, he's still back here as well. He's around. He does. He's still at the Sheesh restaurant in Chigwell. He does.
Oh, does he do
every
Chigwell?
once a month on a Thursday. We should
I'm
go
gonna
down there,
with
shouldn't
my
we?
friend Samantha.
Come
she
down
lives
there.
in Chigwell.
Yeah, once a month. He does on a Thursday.
Does he?
He's him and the Arg band, and he invites guests up.
Does he still
as well.
wear his bow tie?
He wears, so he goes through different phases. Sometimes he looks like something out of The Sopranos. He's obsessed with that. I mean, he looks like an Italian, gangster. But
Probably got a bit of a tan if he's that. What's the worst dating mistake you've ever been? What's the worst date you've ever had?
This is the thing as well. It's like I don't really date because, like most girlfriends that I've had would not say most like the girlfriends I've had.
Have girls always asked you out?
No. It's not that they've asked me out, but I've known them prior to dating them. Like it's, they've been in this, like I've been introduced to them via a friend.
Okay.
They're from a certain circle, certain clique.
Yeah.
I've met them through someone who's vouched for them, as someone would have vouched for me to them.
Okay.
And then there's an understanding, and then I've gone into a date. I don't just go on random dates. Like, see these people just flying to DMs.
So you'd never do an app or anything like that?
No. I don't. I'm quite old school. I don't. Even when it comes to text, I'd rather just quickly. I'd rather
I'm
call
just
you.
old, James, but I've done
You're
an
not
app.
old.
I've done it.
You're as old as a man you feel.
Well, younger than me.
I'm not like this guy that goes out and I'm trying to stick it on every girl. I'll go out and but I will talk to everyone. I've always been like that's part of being a character or having a bit of charisma. My dad's very like that. I'm quite talkative. I'll talk to people.
Would go up to a girl you fancied in a bar?
Yeah, but I wouldn't necessarily fancy him at the time. I might find them attractive. To fancy someone, I have to get on with them. So I'd have to talk to them first and see how they are.
Okay.
Because if I met them and they was complete, I couldn't sit through it.
Do you believe in the one?
Do I believe in the one? Yes, I believe in fate. I'm quite spiritual. I do believe everything's mapped out. I'm quite, I'm very, even in terms of my life, how it's going. I feel like things are fated to be, you know. I don't see this manifestation stuff that everyone's into.
Yeah.
I don't feel like it's manifestation. I feel like if you're open to what the universe is going to give you, then your life will be fated to where it's meant to be. You know, I think people sometimes self-destruct, and they bring their own problems on themselves. You know.
So on a day that you don't feel confident, how do you pull out of that?
I go for a walk, go to the gym.
Important to get outside.
Yeah. See, like I always preach about these 10K steps, but being not 10K steps in the gym. When I'm saying 10K steps, I mean get out and go for a walk. Just being out. It doesn't always have to be the most prettiest surroundings.
Yeah.
Getting out in the open, you know, to clear your head. Going for, even whether it's 10,000, 5,000 steps, go for a walk. Trust me, it makes a massive difference.
How about
Going
100?
100 steps, yeah. It's better than nothing, isn't it? I'm not here to judge. But going to the gym as well. Gym, for me, see today, can't be honest, I woke up, I've had a lot of stress going on with my business. One of my businesses, Sarah. I've got, it's in a very good position.
Yeah.
I've got a lot of interest. It's a very exciting time, but also it's a very stressful time because I've got people getting involved. I've got investors coming on to take it, which I need to take it to the next level. And these investors not only have cash, they're going to, a cash injection, but they're also very influential. And it's a big decision, another decision that no one can, it's my business. No one can advise me with this. You know, it's stressful. It's exciting, because the people that I'm talking to are in the room with me. They're all very successful, and this business, this tequila is going to be massive. Remember I said that?
Yes.
It's going to be huge.
I'm just disappointed I haven't got a shot of it, but never mind.
I can send you a bottle.
So send me a bottle.
I probably would have drunk it in that 2-hour cab drive, so I didn't bring it with me.
Did you try and pull out of your date with me today? Is that what you were saying? You were so stressed.
I never had
you didn't want to come in tonight.
No, listen, I had there's a load of information that's needed for this deal to go through.
Okay.
And it
to do that.
I needed to get through it. It's there now. I've got it done.
Okay.
I've pretty much got it done. So that was the problem. And my main focus at the minute, this is the thing with no disrespect to you, anyone else I probably wouldn't turn up, but for you, I'll put myself out. But even with the acting, that's why I've shelved the acting for the minute. I've left the acting because I can't give that my full-time attention, and I'll be selling myself short trying to do that at the minute as well. So I'm pushed that back now to the new year. The main focus is this tequila and the fitness business. And they're my two things at the minute. Every day, I'm either getting content, or I'm either having meetings about Lockies, or I'm getting content for when I do the next drop. Yeah. Or I'm dealing with Syrah, which is the tequila. And, you know, they're both, I'm very attached to them. And that's the whole reason why I'm not, see, even with the girl, all due respect, girls, there's always going to be a time and a place for a woman. And all due respect, I can't fully commit to someone at the minute.
If the right one came along, you would.
No, but I haven't got the time it is in. That is a full-time job in itself, isn't it?
Nah.
I
just can't tonight, darling.
Maybe I'm just going for the wrong girls. The girls that the girls that I normally attract just.
So I'm going to tell you a roundabout story, but there is a point to this. Okay. So I think I've told you this before. My serious long-term ex was Nick Ferrari. And obviously that was because he's extremely intelligent and extremely funny. But fame makes women react in a really odd way. Now, I'm not being rude. I always thought I was the more attractive one if you actually look at it on a physical level, right? He would just say that too. We were walking down the street. This woman, she was sort of slightly mad. She ran up to him. She put her legs around him. She went, I love you, I love you. And then she went to me, have you got a pen? I went, no, I haven't. And she went, oh, don't worry, he's got one. There was one sticking out of his pocket. She wrote her number on his hand and she was going, ring me, while I was standing there. If fame makes people lose their minds, what is the weirdest thing that a woman has ever done when she's seen James Lock in a club or what have you?
It's similar things like that. But see, right, so because I'm on a girls' TV show, like when a guy might see a footballer, I don't know, whoever it might be, Ronaldo, Rooney, I don't know, you name, they might go up and get a picture of a boxer. But when I go to clubs, or if I'm out, not even clubs, girls will come up and girls forget themselves. And girls have been with fellas, and it makes me feel awkward because they just forget that they got their fellas. Even sometimes they might have their kids on their families there. They just forget themselves, and it puts you in the right predicament. And you can see these fellas are raging. Do you know what I mean? They're raging, and you're like, how do you deal with this? And
Well, I'll be
sometimes,
fair, I wasn't delighted
Yeah.
because I thought, am I invisible? What?
people are quite disrespectful, aren't they?
Yes,
And
very
see things you'd never do.
disrespectful.
Then I find myself having to go over, speak to the do you know what I'm saying?
To
Then
the
I've got
guy. That's
yeah,
nice of you.
that's me afternoon gone, trying to calm him down.
What would you say to your 21-year-old self now?
Get out now. No, I'm joking.
No, you
Um,
wouldn't.
What would I say to myself?
Yeah.
It's difficult because me at 21, would I have listened? That's the biggest problem.
Oh, yeah, can't put an
Even
old head
now,
on your
sometimes,
shoulders.
even now,
Yeah.
it's very, right, I'm very disciplined.
Yeah.
But for me to be disciplined, it's out of sight, out of mind. So even when like, people think, even when I'm at home, say like even, again, I'm going to go back to the gym. When I'm in a gym, I get in there, I'm in the zone, so I switch off, I get it
Yeah.
done, you know?
Yeah.
And when I go to a gym, I don't go to these fancy gyms because
No.
there's temptation in there. I don't want temptation. I don't want to go in there. It's not a social club. I'm in there to train. So I go in there, I get it done. I have a little laugh. Me and my dad train together. Like
Oh,
my
that's
dad's
nice.
my dad's my best friend. So me and him are together. We go in the gym, we have a train, we have a laugh, and it's done. You know, there's no temptation in there. There's nothing to, you know, lead us astray. Get it done. When I go home, there's no crap in the house. There's all healthy
I
foods.
made up that you've got OCD.
I've got OCD. This again is another thing that everyone likes to say they have at the minute is ADHD. Now ADHD, yeah. So ADHD
That's
and
not
OCD, no, they're linked.
Are they?
Yeah. So ADHD is linked to OCD, and OCD is an obsessive compulsive disorder. So I can obsess about something, and you can obsess like.
Were you like a
If I
very
get
tidy house, or am I just making
No,
this up?
OCD. Everyone always associates that with a tidy house. That's one thing, yes. But OCD is in so many different. It's obsessive. You can get a fault in your head about something. Like, so for instance, say there's something I need to do.
Yeah. Tequila.
Like, yes, I obsess about. So this is what I'm trying to say, Char. Let me see if I can get this done. I couldn't come here to. Sorry, I. No,
Very
not
excited
here.
with this mic.
So I couldn't. It's all going off. I couldn't have come here today
Yeah.
if I hadn't got done what I needed to get done.
Okay.
I'd be in a very different mind.
Why tequila?
Very, very different. Tequila, because tequila is the thing again, because people go, how have you got a fitness business and an alcohol business? So the alcohol business
I
came
know
about by
you've
accident.
always loved alcohol.
Well,
I had you as my wine tester for a while.
party boy, no.
Yeah, but I mean, is that why tequila's your favourite
Well,
drink?
tequila's the only upper. It's healthy. So when I go out, tequila's healthy.
Is it? Healthy in what way?
Tequila's one of the lowest calorie drinks you can drink. It's
Oh,
clean,
we're
it's
talking
pure.
calories.
Also, it's the
What,
only
less
upper.
than champagne?
And mentally, it's the only upper. Out of every alcohol, all alcohols are depressants. Tequila's the only upper.
I'm getting a bottle of tequila on
if
the
you
way
only drink
home.
tequila, I promise you this: if you only drink tequila,
Yeah.
you will not have a hangover the next day.
I am getting a bottle of tequila on the way home, and I'm going to be texting you tomorrow, James Lock, if my
Have a
hangover
bottle of
is
tequila.
shocking.
A bit of pineapple. I like it.
I've
so
got
my two
pineapple in the
my two
fridge.
flavors is so how I've done it.
Tequila and pineapple.
The whole.
You do it like you do vodka and pineapple, right?
Yes, but tequila is a chaser. You can do tequila and a pineapple chaser, or do you drink? See my tequila.
Yeah.
I need to send you a bottle because you can actually drink it. It's
Okay.
right. I had this conversation with the guy, the taxi driver on the way in here. But right, a good alcohol is smooth. You know, it's not when
Yeah.
you get this after. You know, of course, all these clear alcohols or whatever alcohol you're into, you know, they're normally quite strong. So
Yeah.
there's always going to be a bit of a kick.
Yeah, yeah,
You
yeah.
drink enough of them, you're going to feel it.
Yeah.
But if you respect it,
Mhm.
it will respect you. And a smooth alcohol, yeah, especially a
Mhm.
tequila, because like I said, it's the only upper. You respect it. The next day, you get up, you can go about your business, and there's no downside to it. There's no depression,
Okay.
yeah. And all the hangover. No, it's not a hangover. A hangover is like a form of depression, isn't it? So it's the aftermath of drinking a depressant drink. You know.
Ah, you are quite
Please
wise.
trust me. Please trust me on
Wise
this.
grasshopper. I'm going to try tequila for a while.
Just trust. But this is the other problem people do. They'll start on a couple of beers. If you're a guy, you're starting a couple of wines. No, you're drinking wine, which is headache, which is depressant.
Mm.
Then you get up and go, oh look, Lockie said, drink tequila. Forget about the 2 wines or the bottle of wine you just drunk. Just drink the tequila.
Yeah.
Okay, put it to the test,
Okay.
and then
I am going to put this to the
put it
test.
to the test.
This might be my new drink.
That's it.
So, ladies, because there's going to be a lot of ladies watching this,
Mm.
if you've got a sense of humour, you like tequila, and you don't mind when he says he can't see you,
Mm.
you might be for him.
Yeah, I'm coming up, I'm coming up.
In or out? that right?
Yes, as in, would you rather have stay in or go
I
out
like to go
for
out.
a date?
I like to go out. I
You
like to
like
take
to
a woman
go
out.
out.
I like to go out.
Yeah.
I like nice things. I like to
Yeah.
go out. I like to go to nice places
Yeah.
and experience nice things. You know,
Yeah.
but you need to have the right company.
You do need to have the right company. I would say, actually, well, I'm sorry because I know he watches, but the guy that I'm seeing at the moment likes to stay in an awful lot, and I like to go out an awful lot.
But it's balance, isn't
So
it?
it's finding a balance.
It's balance.
Yeah.
I think, and you know what you said earlier? See about alcohol. I think sometimes, when you go, like, alcohol can ruin a lot. So I've been to some lovely places.
Oh, yeah.
I've been to some nice places. I've gone away to New York for Christmas. I've been to Morocco for Christmas and for New Year. Dubai for Christmas and New Year. But what starts off as a beautiful holiday can go quite south when alcohol or too much alcohol is introduced. You know, because over the Christmas period, it can get quite boozy.
Yeah. Starts
know?
at breakfast, right?
Yeah, it starts too early. And I feel, see, for me sometimes, I like, say I'm with my partner,
Yeah.
that should be, like, it's all right, guys. Say you're in Dubai. For a lot of people go to Dubai. I've been to Dubai quite a few Christmases.
Yeah.
It's all right seeing your friends and that to a certain degree, but ultimately you want to do your own thing.
Yeah.
You know, and you know, sometimes I've gone out. I've been, you know, for a Christmas in a beautiful place in Dubai on the beach. But next minute, with our friends are like, "What you doing?" We've gone to meet them. Then all of a sudden, introducing other people into the mix has just caused problems.
Yes.
You know,
if alcohol is
yeah, and
there.
the same thing when you're going out on the night out. I like to keep that. It's nothing wrong with every once in a while going out with friends and whatever, but I like to have, you know, just go out for a nice bit of dinner. You know, you can go out for a nice bit of dinner, a bottle of wine, which is sociable.
Yeah. Yeah.
Otherwise, it can go very south,
Okay.
can't it? You know, or go very wonky.
Yes, it does go very wonky.
Yeah.
Yes. We had a rather, well, I don't know, how wonky were you on Thursday night at the
I wasn't too
Waldorf?
wonky. I only had a couple of glasses of.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, because
Yeah.
like I said, I've
Yeah.
tried to limit
You're
drinking in
trying
the
to,
week.
yeah, be
Even though a lot of
controlled.
events that we get invited to are in the
Yeah.
week, which makes
Yeah.
it very difficult.
Yeah.
You know, like I said, you're out of sight, out of mind for me. When you've got everyone
Yeah.
around you drinking, it makes it very difficult.
Yeah.
You know.
To anyone who doesn't know what I'm talking about, we had the Best Heroes Awards on Thursday night, courtesy of DFS, where James kindly came along.
Yep.
And
You kindly invited me.
I
It was a great night. I
probably
enjoyed it.
partook of a few glasses.
Yeah, you was good. You was good. It went well, didn't it?
Yeah, it did. It went really well.
Yeah. it did.
Like today has gone really well. So
It
thank you,
has.
James Lock,
It
for
has.
coming in again
No, I appreciate
and being
you
my
having me.
guest. And I'm sure we'll see you again
Thank you for having
with your
me.
bottle of tequila. Don't forget it, right?
Whenever you want it.
Thank you.
Okay. You can have it.
Thank you.
Come on,